Okay. Yes, let's continue with the episode. This is basically part two from earlier. We just doing a midday madness update. Shouts out to my people watching on this glorious Sunday. Yes, but we have a lot of Negro fatigue. We woke up to a lot of Negro fatigue now, didn't we, sir? Taking a drink of my beer. We woke up to a lot of Negro fatigue this morning, y'all. I told you Negro fatigue was plaguing America, and we getting a first good look at it in real time. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have released Shilo Sanders. All right. The reason why they released Shilo Sanders is he's suffering from a bad case of niggerism. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to be racist today. It's one of them days we go have to be. Let's check him out. Let's check your boy out in real time, family. So this what they getting his ass. See, his daddy, his daddy raised some healthy boys, right? But they're not too healthy when it comes to the mind, all right? This is artificial intelligence versus human intelligence. They don't have human intelligence, y'all. Most of these entertainers and NFL players, they already got the mark of the beast chip. They already tapped in, so guess what? It ain't no different, man. They in slavery, they in bondage. It's the NFL draft. What did I tell you what NFL stands for? Niggers for life. I ain't playing with y'all on this Sunday. Uncle Sam is the god of the cowboy. He's the cow god. He's Moloch. You see? He got his hands open. He's all these gods. You notice they have their hands open? Why do all these gods have their hands open? Because they're personifying a polar vortex. That's the god of repetition, or who we call Saturn. And if you take the S off of Saturn, you get the Egyptian god Aten. They still under this Atenism religion. Now it's turned into niggerism at this point. I think that's Charleston White for real, in real time, family. It's a real photo of a black slave owner. They said the first slave owner was black. And I can believe it too, because the thing is, y'all don't know about the Buffalo Soldiers. Y'all don't know nothing about the Buffalo Soldiers, so just sit back and enjoy the ride, family. Some people, some people need to read the Plato's theory, Plato's cave theory. You got all these people sitting in this cave. They think it's real. They think the shadows is real, but they buried behind this veil. And until they lift the veil, they stay in hell. All right, they stay in hell, bondage, slaves, whips, chains. When the Jewish white man give the players his check after he scored 50 million touchdowns, he give them chump change. These salaries is chump change compared to the real oligarchs riding on big ass carnival yachts and shit. They moving like that. These motherfuckers that get paid $1 million a year, uh, probably the max 100 million. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing for real. Especially if you a dud head. If you a dud head 55, you gonna wind up like Shilo Sanders. He'll eventually get picked up on another team. Hopefully he will. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and just bash the dude over the head. You know what I'm saying? But he know thy not. But his dad is allegedly a religious guru. And every time something go wrong, he call on God. Y'all notice that? And the thing is, I think he's fake calling on God. Let me be honest with you. He's one of them Southern Baptists that call on God, but he's sexually deviant outside of the church. Yeah, he's the deacon that you got to worry about. All right. Yeah, I've been hit, and I think he. The thing is, I think he fake cancer, so his boys won't get kicked out of the NFL. I think he's that fucking devious, y'all. To be honest with you, I think the Sanders are that fucking devious. And he named his son named Shilo. That's damn near Shio. Y'all know what Shio is? Let's pull up, man. Let's pull up today. Cause they making a complete mockery out of both these nuts. These lug nuts. Talking about he about to get cut out this bitch too. Cause he got sacked about 5 times. The backwards hat personifies you going in reverse. I told you, it's just a bunch of Negro fatigue going on with this damn family. And the NFL does not like that. But see, the white boy, he gonna take his spot. I think that's Flacco. But they got another white boy ahead of his ass too. But he was talking all that shit. He wasn't supposed to get sacked. Now they trying to say they set him up. The center, the front line wasn't doing his job, letting him get sacked. You know what I'm saying? That could be a possibility too. But shit, you better get a ball to somebody else if that's the case. If that's the case, you feel like something going on with your offensive line and there was some secret call. Hey man, let this boy just get annihilated. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that can happen too. But guess what? Does microphone head know that? Probably not. Or does he know that? Or does his dad know? His dad probably set people up like that too, and they just set his ass up too. It's like I said, Negro fatigue. That's the joke. Yeah, this is your modern day blackface right here, family. They've been making a joke out of this shit. Chronic Negro fatigue is the fastest growing chronic fatigue syndromes month by month, and it's getting worse, y'all. Diddy, Casanat, all these guys are crashing out because of the internet. And I told you they drafted his ass to the Browns because he's fucking brown. He's fucking brown, and I don't think he's fully black either. I think his mom is mixed with something. To be honest with you, his mom is mixed with something, but uh, it don't matter. He's a brown man. Uh, but yeah, that's what's going on. This your modern day bondage. Now wherever he go, who knows? Who knows wherever he's gonna go? And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. But good luck, man. Good luck. I think his daddy screwed him over. To be honest with you, his daddy should have stayed out of those politics. His daddy should have stayed out this politics. Now let's get back to the video, family. So here's where he spazzed out at. He lost his. He blew a. He. This is what I call he blew a head gasket.
That's the tight end, Zach Davidson.
He smacked him in the head. And the thing is, this would be considered Negro fatigue. But he could have at least waited till the first game to do this shit. He did this shit in a fucking preseason game. Out of place. Out of place. We gonna talk about this too. Negroes being out of place. Popping up at white events and shit. Quit doing that dumbass shit, man. Quit popping up at white events. Okay? When your black ass ain't supposed to be there. Because somebody go knock his ass out. Just like Rampage Jackson. Just like the Cincinnati venue. We could go on and on and on. If people are not analyzing these sick events, you need to exit the building left, sir. Because guess what? You're coming over the fact that things are happening right in front of your eyes, but you're not acknowledging it at all. That makes you stupid. That makes you un-American. That might make you woke left. That might make you woke right. But guess what? They got somebody to replace your ass. It's called AI. So I ain't worried about it. I'm watching people get deleted on the left and the right, y'all. You go see that. But you got white versus black. You got black versus red. And guess what? Shilo Sanders did not come out on the correct side of the wormhole. He did not come out on the other side of the playing field, man. He did not make it. See, when you're talking about layers on top of layers, this would be considered the seven heaven theory in Christianity. Now, this black hole or this wormhole would be called spaghettification. Okay, you're getting sucked through a damn black hole. And basically, all religions worship this concept being sucked up in a black hole or this damn mothership that they talk about in alienism, this realism religion, but on a uh, moral basis, this happens every day. So, Shilo Sanders, he wanted to go to the NFL. He wanted to go to the top. All right, but he got stuck. He got stuck. His pipes got clogged. And the thing is, this all has to align with your seven deadly sins or your seven. You got seven deadly sins, and you said you got seven good sides, but they all different. They all different, and you got to conquer all of them. If you get stuck right here, you go look like Shilo Sanders. You go look out of place, fam. And you go ask yourself, what did I do to deserve this? Well, first of all, you got black fatigue all dripping all over you. You and your brother and your fucking dad. Which I think he fake cancer. I don't care. Shouts to my real cancer victim, but I think he faked that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, because his boy, I think he knew his boys was going to hell, and he had to hurry up and offer his testicles. Yeah, that's the New Testament. The New Testament is the new testicles. Y'all know that, right? Because in Egyptian folklore, you had to grab the pharaoh's nuts to be, you know, rite of passage. Basically, this graduation, and that's the old testicles versus the new testicles. When they say all I got is my balls and my word, where you think they got that shit from? The ancient fucking Egyptians. I told you was a damn Babylonian, and you didn't want to acknowledge that. You think you're an American, but you really a fucking Buccaneer. Now, if you look at this Buccaneer sign, let's get into some biblical cosmology out this bitch. If you look at the fucking air sign, I'm gonna show you what the Buccaneer sign. Because guess what? We still under the law of the damn pirate. We still under the law of 322. What is 322? 322 is skull and bones, family. That's the Buccaneer symbol right there, family. Y'all don't know what y'all looking at because usually Babylonians don't know anything. All right. If you don't know what these signs and shapes and symbols, it's because they talking over your head. So this the Buccaneer symbol, and it's tied to the pirate and how they conquered the land with government. What is government? Governing the mind, the mental. So they've been able to pull this off through signs and symbols. They speak in signs and symbols. So when LeBron give what's his name, your boy Shannon Sharp this look, he know when to talk about him. All right, he know when to mention his name. And that's one of the reasons why Shannon Sharp in trouble too, because he tied to this. motherfucking bro. It's getting bad out here. It's getting bad out here, especially for a certain type of community. It's old with the in with the new. Just like the Cracker Barrel sign. I told y'all about the Cracker Barrel sign. The Cracker Barrel sign. You don't see Johnny no more, okay? You don't see Josh Jargon no more. You don't see old man Father Time. You don't see old people looking like this. So they must remove the old and go in with the new. And everything look bland, as you can see, because they want everybody the same. But you don't see Papaw no more. You don't see him in this format no more. You don't even have people looking like this. And if you do, they on their way out this bitch. They dying off. It's the call-in show too. Matter of fact, hit the number or just pop up on the screen. Stop me when I'm lying. Put it that way. But other than that, we get trolls, but we don't get too many trolls. And if they start trolling, we check them real quick. We check them at the door, fam. So I had to pull the layer back a little bit more, and I said, man, are people not seeing what's going on in this new world? You think you go have grandpa looking like this in 2052? They want everything futuristic. See, when you talking about the woke right, they go conserve. They like to conserve. That's their whole woke right versus woke left ideology with this shit. I seen this shit and I said, man, I never gave a fuck about no food products that's owned by BlackRock. So the woke right is complaining about shit that's owned by BlackRock, and then they complain about BlackRock. So I guess you know different than the left. You just got morals and values. The left is extinct. The left is a misnomer. The right, they still exist because they like to conserve and save, but the thing is they getting tricked by AI and they getting tricked by the very same people they talking about. And guess what? The woke right keep evil people in power. They think they canceling. You can't cancel fucking BlackRock. If you think you could cancel an entity like BlackRock, please go sit in timeout. Please go sit in timeout. They'll just spawn in as somebody else. People golly, man. It's bad, man. It's bad on the woke right too, man. So when you're talking about woke left, they rooted in progressive or leftist principles. You know, they like social justice, systematic change and shit like that, but they don't know what the fuck really going on. They really ain't changing shit. Obama ran on change and he made everybody zesty. All right, he took it back to the 1750s out this bitch. See, when you talking about zesty, a lot of people were zesty. Let's look at the Egyptians. Let's look at the Wigamores. All right. Let's look at all these entities. Let's look at Mama Callie. A dress, you know what I'm saying? Makeup, wigs. We could pull up, man. People have been with this LGBTQ for a long time. That's why I said it's about over for some people. So you have saints that are in muumuus and nightgowns and things of that nature. They free ball. The papacy does the same thing. He in his nightgown. He got his hands up like Moloch. Pope, what is his name? Pope. What's the Pope's real name? Pope Francis. Is he the new one or is he the old one? Because some say he might be John Podesta out this bitch. We don't know who this entity is. And his ass is from Chicago, and he don't want Trump in Chicago. All right. They all secret. Remember this? Wendy Nixon Diggs. We got your number, Pizzagate. Pedogate, hashtag Pedogate, hashtag the Great Awakening. Where we go one, where we go all. But everybody ain't going where everybody else is going. Some people are going into this right here. The woke right and the woke left are going into this right here because they suffer from brain rot, brain rot culture. All right, they're part of the cult. They're part of this witch haven, this witchcraft, as you can see. This is they Moses staff, where they Moses Caduce, or the spine of Osiris, and this is their magic wand. Yeah, these are your modern day magi. And they deal with IVF, artificial insemination, because they have to repopulate the earth. This is the old from the new, right here, as you can see. As you can see, the old from the new, you see, is happening. This the new world we stepping in. But like I said before, people want to hang on to old things. I know it hurts. It's basically the boomers, man. They trying to melt down the boomers that are on the woke right. You see, and we already know that they tied in with BlackRock. All right, this is another. They when they do they missionaries, this is what they specialize in: changing your paradigm. Yeah, this shit way deeper than just. Oh, we're changing the sign, man. If you just think like that, man, you in trouble. You in hell. All right. Because the thing is, they talk with signs and symbols, and they control your damn every move with signs and symbols. All right. Because guess what? Why are these gods always offering you something? Why do these gods always have their hands out? Why are they shaped like this? We dealing with signs and symbols, right? Why are these gods? Look at Abraxas. He got his legs out. Because you drawn to these symbols. Yeah, the reason why you are drawn to these symbols because you're a modern day cartoon. Hey, remember Ren and Stimpy? They were showing us this shit and ran it. You know what I'm saying? They paint the picture, and then once you get 16 and 17, you start getting curious, and you actually start doing these homosexual acts like these motherfuckers. Some say they fucking that's his son. And they look just alike because they got to replace Diddy. Cause yeah, he said they said Diddy like rubbing semen on his nipples. So you think that's the thing? People really go back to listening to this dude when he done rub semen on his nipples. But he's a Cone Stove murderer. He's a gay murderer. I told you these new killers, they gay and zesty, and they would kill your ass. They would kill you. I'm telling you that right now. Why do all these gods have their arms out like this? Because they summoning a fucking demon. This is Christ. He anchored from hell. See, Christ, he had to summon the devil. Or did the devil summon Christ? It might be both ways because without each of the two entities, you wouldn't need religion. Without bad, you wouldn't need good, and without good, you wouldn't need bad. So, like I said, you worship an entity called the demiurge, and he go by Christ. He go by this damn. I think this is Anansi the spider in African voodoo folklore. And as you can see, he got a pizza on his damn chest. Personifies the lamb, the innocence. Because without this serpentine knowledge, you have no knowledge of God. That's what the serpent represented. That's why the serpent was on the cross. And these are the babies in the tube. The tube is the cross. That's Tubacane, or this god called Canaan. this Canaanite god. See, they did when they took Aunt Jemima off the syrup bottle. Do you think I gave a fuck? Hell no. I did not give a fuck because there's sugar and diabetes at these two places. So people acting up over sugar and diabetes and fucking fried food and shit. People are arguing over that. You basically arguing over fucking cancer because they changed the sign on the fucking cancer on the diabetes. Y'all going to hell, man. Y'all going to hell. I said people are really upset about this shit, especially after we seen this. We seen this, man. I said, man, y'all should already know. Y'all should already know. I said, man, he was spotted. I said, y'all still support fucking Kid Rock. And the thing is, Kid Rock, shit, he worked with Black Rock. Kid Rock, he worked with Black Rock, paid Kid Rock. They got the same last name. And when they fell off, guess what? He called he called one of Trump's friends to make y'all look like fucking hypocrites. But guess what? I like Trump, but I don't too much like his friends, man. Let me be honest with you. But when you're a billionaire, shit, people come around, it is what it is. People you like go come around. Man, when you got that much money, you really can't be a complete dick like you want to. You know what I'm saying? I already I already know how it is in the business world. You gotta be cordial, man, because they will kill you. They will, you know what I'm saying? If you don't play things right from the beginning, you gonna have a nasty end. It's always been like that. So when I seen this shit happen, I said, okay, we go rally against Bud Light. I said, we go rally against these motherfuckers. And I said, okay, that's what we go do. And then when I seen him do it, I said he's over. When it's on the economic pyramid, he over all the peasants. He over all his fans. He's a spokesman for a lot of people. We trusted him, and then he went and did this shit, and then we pull up this shit, and y'all fall for the same fucking trick. You tell me you ain't gonna eat this shit, you out of your fucking mind. You a goddamn lie. I don't give a fuck if they put a fucking rainbow on that bitch. If they got this shit, I'm going in there and eat that shit. Fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck. It ain't like y'all paying my bills anyway. That's the thing. Y'all get up. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, man? If the food is good, that's all that matters. They was gonna take this old ass man off the damn checkerboard anyway. They was gonna take him. He's out the matrix. Old man Grady out the matrix, and you know old man Grady out the matrix. They don't even make old men. Old men got spikes in their head and all that shit. We call them spike head. They still old. They got their damn hair. They not balding. See the old men that are balding, they about to get this shit right there, fam. They go put that shit right in your crease. That's what the old woke right go get right here. Because the thing is, you can't be transitioning and you don't understand what's going on. You still in this damn old world. So if you getting upset and mad about fucking Cracker Barrel, get over that shit now. I'm telling you, get over that shit. Cause guess what? All they go do is put Tom Brady on that bitch, and you go take your funky ass right back in there. See, I don't care about none of this shit. I don't care about these motherfucking signs and symbols and shit. That's on them. They ain't gonna fucking piss me off. That's why I said it's selective outrage. When they want to change a sign and piss you off, hell nah, you ain't gonna piss me off. What the fuck are you? What do you mean? Are you taking the old man off the sign? You trying to play with my emotions? That's exactly what they trying to do. But guess what? They was always owned by a sick individual behind the scenes. You don't even know who the fuck is cooking back here. And some people say, "Oh, Cracker Barrel had bad service and all this other." I've never experienced bad service at Cracker Barrel, so I don't know what the fuck these guys talking about. That's just my personal experience, but shit, allegedly They not gonna have this shit in here no more. They're not gonna have none of that in there. They gonna take all this shit down. It's gonna be bare naked. Cause guess what they trying to do? They trying to get rid of conservatives. I hope y'all know that. There's multiple meanings behind this shit. So they trying to get rid of Big Bubble. All right. Cause the thing is, he's gonna be the nigga that pop off the race war. Him right there. And he was shooting at them boats in New Orleans. They never found this dude. I said that's how the race war go pop off. Cause every time I talk to an old white man, he talking about doing this shit. If some shit pop off, he talking about, well, I got one of these in the jail. I would just sit out there and just snipe all. That's what they say to me whenever I talk to him. I said, damn, shit, I don't want to be an innocent bystander too, because he, guess what? He go shoot black. He ain't go worry about who the fuck you are. He go shoot black first. He don't care if you a fucking Republican. He don't care if you voted for the motherfucking Donald Trump out this bitch. Tell you that right now, because he look at you like you Shilo Sanders and Rampage out this bitch. But like I said, these motherfuckers be out of place, fam. Remember in the NFL, they was injecting bug spray in Negroes, and now Negroes can't even get a job at the NFL, and let alone the NBA. Now the NBA is 30% Negroid now, 70% immigrant, migrant, because that's what it was all a plan to eradicate the black man from professional sports. Sorry for stuttering. I think I did about enough damage on this episode. I think we about I think I did enough damage, man. If I go any longer, man, I'm gonna call some trouble. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm gonna just cut this joint short, and then we gonna come on later on, like around 5. This will be the third show of the day. So yeah, that's what's going on, fam. Make sure you sub up to the channel. We out of here. We out of here.